Hello, I welcome you to the Steven Ibu Show. This video, today's episode is for you. You that desire to travel abroad. You that have searched the whole internet that continue to write people messages either via Instagram, Facebook, or X. You that have become tired of Googling, which is for you. What kind of programs, what kind of pathways, what kind of move are you going to make to get it right? Sometimes it seems like nobody wants to help you. This video is for you. And like we do on this show, we use experiences, lived experiences, as realistic, factual as they can be, to explain to you certain contexts or certain aspects of life regarding migrants. And today, the migrant story that I'm going to share with you concerns you that desire to migrate abroad. I don't know where you intend to migrate to. Maybe your goal is to be in Australia tomorrow, or you have a desire to rejoin or join your family member who lives in the UK, or you plan to come to Schengen territory where I live, or your desire is to go to the US, possibly to go and see the face of Donald J. Trump. Whatever your plans are, this video is for you. Why does it seem like those contacts, friends, acquaintances, and family members you have that live abroad do not care or forthcoming in helping you? Why does it seem like when you send a message, they see you and ignore? The truth is, the problem might be with you. Because many of us, people like me, in this case now I'm going to use myself as a yardstick, got helped by those that we barely knew who were living abroad. I'm going to use this medium again to thank Engineer Akindipe. He was the one who brought me to Finland. I call him my Esikuva. He responded to my messages on Facebook, paid for my TOEFL exam that I wrote to get to Finland. So if I can get help through messages, what are you doing? Why are you not getting help? Why does it seem like people you talk to don't respond to you? Why does it seem like you are hitting the wall? Why does it seem like you are not desirous enough, or that you are not getting the reaction or the help or the solicitations? Or why is your dream not yet actualized? I'm here to tell you something that hopefully you get to use, and hopefully it gets to be useful to you. Pay attention, and pay attention clearly. The first thing you need to know is that nobody abroad cares. And why do I say so? Because they have nothing to gain from you when you migrate to join them abroad. They have nothing to gain. They have nothing to lose. You coming abroad is to your own advantage. It's not to theirs. I cannot tell you, for instance, one thing that I would say those who helped me to migrate gained from me that they wouldn't have gained from some other people who were living here already. So my coming on migrating to Finland wasn't for them, it was for me. And that is one thing you need to know. You're migrating abroad is only advantageous to you and not to them. That's one thing you need to come to terms with. 2, they cannot do everything for you. My people have a saying that a person with 2 hands and 2 legs cannot be supported in totality. Nobody can help, or nobody can fully help a person who has 2 hands and 2 legs. So you expecting them to do everything for you is already a no-no, because it can be exhausting. I want you to pay attention to this episode, to this show right now. You are going to learn 1 or 2 that can help you get ahead in your desire to come abroad. I migrated to Finland through the educational means. It means that I came here to study. And before I made the plan to migrate to study, I had to do my homework. And all this homework that I did were done in Nigeria. The internet was my friend. I had a mobile phone that had internet access. So I did my homework. What are you doing for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, at your own time to get you ahead? By now, you should be acquainted with the different pathways to get to that country of your choice. And what I mean by that is that in my own case, using now my own as a case study, the person I was talking to lived in Finland. I had planned to move to Finland, and I was told studies was the way to go. So I started playing on the internet, doing research. One of the websites that I got acquainted with was Admissions Fee. I played on the website. I researched everything that was researchable from the websites. The do's and don'ts, study time, study application window, the times that the study should be made, where to make the application, requirements for the application. I did my homework. I knew what I was supposed to know. I knew what was available for all to know. And that is now the 3rd point I'm going to make here. Do you already know what is generally available for all to know regarding that pathway via which you want to go abroad? Because you should know this before you write a person who is going to help you a message. You do your homework, you do your research. And then when the research is done, when the information that is publicly available is known by you, then you can write a message for tailored information. And what I mean by tailored is information that are not publicly available. Information that when given to you sets you up there on the scale for consideration. And this was one of the things that I got helped on. And I will tell you this, privileged information mentioned in several ways. Sometimes I think I push Shola at a point where he finds himself even getting messages like, "Oh boy, you to help." It's, I don't know how to grow my mouth when I receive help. And most of you have ingrates that you receive help from people. You don't acknowledge the help they did for you, and you don't have a way of thanking them for it. It's over 13 years, but I'm still talking about it. I hope you are going to learn from it, from this that I'm saying. So, in my own case, when I started seeking for my plans abroad, I was given the website Admissions Fee. I played with it, did everything. In fact, I went ahead to do my application based on the programs that I personally wanted to study. To tell you how ahead I was during the time I was seeking to come abroad. I had gone to the website, I have seen their requirements, I have seen the application window, I have been thorough about it. And when it was time, on the very day the application window was opening, I already filled the form, put all the programs, because then I think you can have multiple programs for Finland. I think it's the same with most other countries in the world, where you can use one application to apply to different schools or same schools in different programs. So I did mine. I went that far. And then I wrote a message to Shola there. Hey, bro, thank you for everything. I have filled the form, I've done this, I've done that. What next? This is how you get there, to bless you with your information. If you don't do your research, you don't set yourself up for next, you cannot ask the person who is helping you what next. In my own case, my what next became a repeat. What did I say? My what next question became a redirect to repeat what I already done. Because what I did the first time was not what was going to get me abroad. And this was what I mean by tailored information that are not in public. Those who are helping you tend to give it to you when they see what's worked on, when they see your progress. Shola got back to me and told me, Steven, the programs you have applied are good, but that is not where I want you to make your applications to. This one is what you should make your first choice. This one is what you should make your second choice. This school is what you should make a third choice. And these are the programs to select. These were the programs that somebody before you who came applied to. So, I think if you repeat that program, that's those list of choices, you have a chance. That is the tailored information that I got. I now went back to admissions piece to do another application, now with a tailored guidance. What are you doing with the information that they have already given to you? Did you keep it within yourself? Did nothing? Came back after a few weeks asking the same questions you asked the first time? Or did you do your homework? Did you do your research? Did you make some moves on your own and you now ask for tailored guidance? The tailored guidance was what gave me the admission. I did not argue. I did not position myself as somebody who knew. And I did not tell them I knew what I'm doing. I listened and I followed. The fourth point I'm going to make here is where you are told to do what you were supposed to do, did you do it or not? Most of you don't do it. Most of you do not even take the information that is given to you into use. Some of you come back by telling the person who had told you to do what you're supposed to do, you're coming back to request that the person does those things for you. It's like me telling Shola, hey, this thing you asked me to do, can you please just do it for me so I can be sure that you did it well? I didn't do that. And I would advise you don't. And this is why I'm telling you not to do that. Everybody who lives abroad will not tell you this. And it's something you need to be aware of. The one who is giving you the information is using his free time. Those living abroad do not have time. We struggle with time. We do not have free time. And when we actually do have free time, I can tell you, and I stand to be corrected, that 80% of us would hope and wish that we use our free time for ourselves. What did I say? 80% of those who live abroad, who have free time, would hope, wish, and pray that the entirety of their free time are utilized for their own benefits. The person who is giving you the information does not have time, but is doing so out of goodwill. He's giving you part of his free time by giving you information that you are not using. Another thing you need to understand, the fifth of my point here, is that you need to be aware that every attention given to you, either on social media, by sharing information or talking to you about your own plan to move abroad, is something you should take it with high appreciation. Yet, you should cherish it. In my own case, I learned to wait. What did I say? I developed a habit of waiting for response. I developed a habit of waiting for attention to be given to my questions. I developed a habit to wait so that the person I have sent messages to will respond. So if you are out there, you write a message in the morning by 8 a.m., you are expecting the person to have replied by 9 a.m. The person is not living his life or her life for you. If you are not patient and you make the person hurry to give you responses that will not yield you any result, you are the one losing. Like I said from the outset, the person abroad has zero to gain from you and from your migration abroad. You gain everything. So if I had learned to be patient, to wait for responses, you should do the same. Which is why, for them to give you their time and to give you attention, you should be very strategic in giving them progress, giving them show walking, so that they can give you tailored guidance that will yield you results. I hope you're following what I've been saying so far. Another thing you need to realize is that every information they give to you today, that information might be stale tomorrow. I remember vividly, Shola told me that I should, even after he has given me the tailored guidance on the courses and schools that I should apply to, he personally asked me to contact Bukola Ali. Bukola is late now, and I pray his soul continue to rest in peace in heaven, because Buki was a good guy. I can tell you, without Buki, I don't think I would be in Finland. Because through Shongi, we'll call him Shongi, through Shongi's inputs, I now spoke to Buki Ali. And Buki gave me now the tailored guidance that I needed, the exact courses and then the exact schools. Shola made a statement that whatever he's telling me now will be based on what he knew as at his own time while he was applying. That the person who will give me a more current information that is reliable or relative to my case with Buki, because Buki had just migrated. And if you had watched my first video, I mentioned this also, about how my journey started from back home. And it was through Buki that I knew Shola was the one who made everything happen. And in this case, because I have followed the instructions that were given, both of them became useful to me in my desire to migrate. There are so many people who are useful to you, but you are not been able to utilize their usefulness in a way that is useful to you, to yourself. Instead, you are hoping that they are going to live their own functions, their own life, to help you do everything from A to Z, so that you can just come here like this. And that's not how it happens. When you take prayers, you expect that the prayers will go up, but you don't expect God to come down. No, you don't expect God to come down and perform the miracle. You make your prayers. It is grace, gifts, eye-opening, illumination that comes down. God on only His throne will come down to you. And that's the same thing that happens in your quest to come abroad. You don't expect those who talk to you in Canada to leave Canada and then come to Nigeria or to come to Ghana to come and do it for you. No. That's why you are still hanging in there. You've been seeking to come abroad 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And many others who are less than you are migrating. People who have less than you are migrating. People who have less people than you are migrating because they did their homework. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, I call him, in fact, he is called the professor. He said something that I just, right now, consider it very paramount. He said a lot of people fail, not because they are not trying, but because they do not do their research. Professor, I dedicate this word to you. Professor Igendia, this is for you. Research. People do not do their research, don't do their homework. Do your research. Ask the right questions. Follow guidance given to you. Put in the work. Dedicate your time before you make demands of others. You can't be demanding 100% from people who are not going to gain 100% from what they are giving to you. You can't give in 10% where you benefit 100 or 90%. You do your own homework. You dedicate your time. You ask the right question. And then you get tailored guidance that will shape you towards achieving your desire. Aside from the things that you have to do on your own. Me, personally, I told you that my TOEFL exam was paid for. But I had to write the exam myself. I had to sit down to write the exam myself. I didn't know about TOEFL. It was something that was given to me as a requirement. And I went online to search about TOEFL. And then I realized, it's not the same English test that we normally have in our secondary schools back there in Nigeria. It was a test of English as a foreign language. So I needed to get materials to prepare for this examination. Buki didn't give me the materials. Shola did not give me the material. I went to research for the material myself. I remember going to, there is this TOEFL center somewhere in Ikeja. I think Ikeja alone. I went there, I bought the TOEFL CD. I think then they had 2 CDs. It was one that has to do with the essay, and then the one had to do with the speech. I bought the 2 CDs from them. I think it was 1,000 naira then, each of those CDs. And then I bought some paperback materials. I also went to Oju Elegba. For some of you, well, right now, a lot about Oju Elegba has changed. Then you go to Oju Elegba and then Yaba, you would find there selling books, used books, on the floor, on the ground, on the streets, either in Yaba or in Oju Elegba. I went there to look for TOEFL materials. I bought from there. Somebody has just paid for my TOEFL exam with money I couldn't afford. My income was not enough to pay for the TOEFL exam then. Shungi had just paid for my TOEFL. And I told myself, this one time is enough to get the required score. So if I needed to prepare, the preparation was on me. How many of you are preparing yourself to pass the required exams that you need to pass? I mentioned Ikeja, I mentioned Yaba, I mentioned Oju Elegba, going to get materials. And every day I would learn at least 20 new vocabularies. Then I was still playing Scrabble. My mentor then I had a stable mentor. What's his name now? I remember his first name is Taiwo. I'm trying to remember his surname. For those of us who live in Amu or in Festac Extension, you would know Taiwo. His surname now, yes, it has Taiwo School, University of Lagos. He was my mentor in Scrabble. I learned a lot from Taiwo playing with that. We would sit down in round tables then at Alaba Express, playing Scrabble. So, with my background in Scrabble, it was even through Taiwo I went to Akwa Ibom to go and play in the Scrabble competition. Classics that were hosted by then Governor Goswe Akpabio, for those who follow Scrabble then. So, with my background in Scrabble, I put all of this into learning more vocabularies, contextual words, synonyms and antonyms. I prepared myself for the TOEFL exam. Fortunately, I passed it the one time. The one time. You need to do your homework. You need to prepare yourself for that future that you hope you are going to be a part of. So when I passed the TOEFL examination and I shared the result with those that were putting me through, it enabled them to do more. I will not give you a link to a school that you are desirous of, and you come back and tell me to make the application for you. Why? I will not give you a link that contains all the information that are publicly available. And you come back telling me that link I gave to you that time, when is the application again? No, you can't do that to people, to those who are desirous of helping you. You do it once, the second time they don't give you the attention again. Because come to think of it, just give it a full thought, pause, chill, and ask yourself, if it was you, and you had to be abroad, work 8 to 10 hours every day, sleep 8 hours, that's already 18. How many hours do you have to keep up with your friends, keep up with loved ones, keep up with making food, have your own free time? How many times are you going to give to others? To be on the phone or to be on Facebook? And if you're going to do it, how many people will you do it for? How many? Do you know how many messages I get every day? Those who want to come abroad, those who want to study, those who want to migrate, those who want to come to Finland. Some are already getting repeated messages. Some you talk today, you come again 3 months after to say the same thing that they said 3 months ago. You need to understand that those who are abroad do not have that time. And they cannot be giving you personalized information on information that are publicly available out there. Secondly, they do not have the time. Many of these people, for instance, are married. They have families that they have to give time. Some have kids. Some have to go to demanding jobs. Some do 2 jobs to keep up. They don't have the time. Because you see them online does not mean they are online. They are barely catching their breath. A small distraction from their bulky load. You don't expect them to use their 5, 10, 15 minutes of break to give you that personalized attention that you are demanding of them. Secondly, even if you are not aware of their schedule, do you think you can pay them for their time? Do you think you can pay them for that attention they're giving to you? Do you think that if you even decide to pay them, that the payment you are offering is enough to sustain their lifestyle, their existence, the things that they have drawn out in their to-do lists? And even if you can afford to pay them enough, is your payment going to be sustainable? Is it going to be there anytime they want it? And you put them on salary? No, you can't. And even those that offer these consultation services that you even pay, go and check some of them. They don't give you as much time or attention as you demand from those who you do not pay. This video is for you. You that wants to come abroad, you that want to migrate, and you are seeking the guidance for people who are already abroad. This video is for you. You need to pay attention, and you need to listen attentively. I am not discouraging you. I am not here telling you that your hopes will not materialize. Neither am I telling you that those who you're talking to will not help you. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm only telling you, I'm only awakening your awareness to the sacrifices, the costs, the pains that those who are giving you this information go through to be of usefulness to you. Another thing you to consider is that after they put in their time, they give you the attention, they guide you, and some of them put in their money, you need to also know that the final decision on your application is not hinged upon them. They don't make that decision. They cannot guarantee you the success of everything that you have done. They cannot amen your application, neither can they influence it. You need to clearly understand the end of their riches and understand that there is a limitation to how far they can go for you, which is why this video is particularly for you. So you can appreciate what they do, so you can do your homework And so you can be able to set yourself ahead by the tailored guidance they will give to you. At the end, it is your best interest that they are seeking for. Not their own interest, yours. Because 100% of the gain goes to you. Pay attention. Be prepared. Do your own work. Appreciate them. Appreciate every information they give to you. Many will not say it to you because you are either their family members, or they will sound rude, or they will sound like they don't want to help, or they will sound like now that they have gone there, they don't forget us who they for here. You don't know what they are passing through. You don't know the realities that they live. You don't know the harrowing experiences that they are having where they are. Some of those who have even traveled 2 years, 3 years, have not even had their legs on the right footing. Some are still grappling and squatting. But you are there having high expectations and feeling entitled to their time, money, and attention. This is for you. Do your homework. Play your part. Be patient. Be attentive. And be reasonable. So that the God that blessed them will bless you. So that nature that rewarded their labor will reward your own labor. So that time will choose you. The same time that chose them by their application will also choose you. The guidance they will give to you will set you up for victory. Pay attention. Be patient. Take whatever seed they have given to you and plant it inside of a fertile heart that will turn it into fruition. I hope this video has enlightened you. I hope this video would breed seeds of awareness and thankfulness and appreciation for those who are abroad, who are giving you guidance. I want you to realize that they can be online, but they're not online for you. They can be online doing their own thing as a means of distraction from their harsh survivors. They can be online to distract them from their to-do list that is heinous on them. Be patient with them. Be tolerant with them. And be understanding. And I wish you the best in your desires to seek the cleaner pasture abroad. Have a good one. If you have been blessed, this is not the prayer program, or if you have been blessed, enlightened, or made aware through this video, do us a plus. Give us a like. Put a comment if you want more on this topic. Subscribe to be enlightened, or follow this show for more untold stories from migrants, as we hope to bring you many different aspects and different experiences and realities of those who live abroad that can shine light on your own path or your own desires to move abroad. Thank you. I remain Steven Ibu, the host of the Steven Ibu Show. Have a good one and see you in the next episode. And please subscribe and share the link of this video to your many friends, acquaintances, loved ones, and well-wishers, so that this video can be a plus to as many as possible. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me your attention. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye.